Testing. Okay, making sure the mic's working. We're at gotomath.com. Click on the calculus. Let's go down here to the dis method and click on 1.1. Alright. It says find the volume of the solid formed by revolving about the x-axis. Formed by revolving about the revolving f of x about the x-axis, what it should say. This right here, okay, we're going to take this cross section. It's a cross section of part of a cylinder, and we're going to take it and revolve it about the x-axis. Make any sense? Probably not. Alright, let's write this down. I just got through doing this video a minute ago, and I clicked pause at about 2 minutes into the video. I think I was changing color or something, and then I got done doing the video. Well, I got done anyway with the problem, and I looked down and I wasn't recording. And I think it was like 5 minutes had gone by or something. But at 2 minutes I stopped, and it really makes me mad. Okay, so I got to make sure. I did that once before in a previous video, and drives me crazy. Like I need to darken up this stuff. So f of x is equal to 6. I'm sure you probably have an idea of what we're doing here. If you don't, well, just hang in there. Alright, hang in there. And I'm going to go ahead and set this up, and I'll explain what I'm doing here in just a minute. Alright, 6 squared dx. Okay, so anyway, we're finding the volume. What this is actually doing is we're finding, hold on just a minute. Let me redraw this. See if I can draw. Well, this is not turning out very well at all. Okay. Okay. Good enough, I guess. It doesn't really match the picture that we're doing, but I guess it'll work out. It's kind of like in the XYZ axis here. Alright, so what we got going on here, we're going from 0 to 4. Now, like I said, this particular picture here is not to scale. This right here is 4 on the x-axis, and of course this is the origin here, 0, right? And then this part right here, as you can see, is the radius of the cylinder, So if we wanted to find the volume of this cylinder right here, remember volume is equal to pi r squared times h, okay? So volume is equal to pi. So the radius, since it's constant and it's not changing, the radius here happens to be 6. So the radius is 6. And h is the height of the cylinder, and that's going to be this distance right here, which happens to be 4, right? So 6 times 6 is 36, and 36 is 148, 4, something like that. 36 times 444, yeah. So this would be 144 pi. And of course it'd be some units, you know, cubic something. Some units cubed here, whatever the heck it is. But what happens when the radius is changing? What happens when the radius, let's say, is changing? And so we can't use this right here. We're not going to be able to use this only if the radius is constant, right? We can't use this. So we're going to be using calculus, because calculus deals with change, And so what happens is You know what? I left pi out over here. And so the way we're going to be able to do this is v is equal to, and we're going to go pi, should have brought that pi out here, but and the r, which is a function, squared times, and the h actually becomes the dx, and right, is going in this direction. And then we'd have some bounds here from a to b, whatever they happen to be. Okay, so that's the formula. And by the way, I should be mentioning this is the washer. No, this is not the washer. Forget that. This is the disk method, the disk method. Okay, did I leave off an E there? Okay, the disk method. All right, so let's look at this. So we have pi 6 squared, which is just 36 x, and we're going from 0 to 4. So we plug in and we end up with pi times 36 times 4 minus, then plug 0 in, right? So 36 times 4, 144 pi, 144 pi. Okay, so they call this the disk method because we're using a little disk, I guess, a small disk, and we're summing up a bunch of disks. Some really small disk is what, okay, forget it. Anyway, we're summing up a whole lot of small disks is what's going on. Let's go back to the web page. So if you could imagine, there's a little bitty disk here, but then we're adding all the disks together is what we're doing. All right, let's hit answer here, and we get 144 pi. All right, so hopefully that helps you out a little bit. All right, we got lots of practice problems. Come on over to gotomath.com, check it out.